Hello, welcome to Jerry's service team. I will be your service trainer, Val. I'm going to perform the general duties of a Jerry's server so that you may learn correct service procedures. In your role at Jerry's, you will play a very important part in the smooth, efficient operation of a restaurant. You will be expected to meet any reasonable demand that a guest may have. Give prompt, courteous service so their visit will be pleasant and enjoyable. Remember, here at Jerry's, our goal is complete guest satisfaction each and every time they visit our restaurant. The key to our success is hospitality and quality service.
To begin, let's start with appearance. Appearance is a very important part of your job because your appearance directly affects the impressions of our guests. A poor appearance will encourage a negative attitude. Personal hygiene is of the utmost importance. You must take special care in this when working with the public. Be sure to bathe daily. Use an antiperspirant to prevent body odors. Brush your teeth regularly and make sure your breath smells pleasant. Make sure your hands and fingernails are always clean. Wash hands often while working, especially after using the restroom, handling dirty dishes, or handling money. Keep fingernails average length, wearing only clear polish, if any. Because jewelry can be offensive to some guests, the only jewelry permitted is the small post earrings, a ring on each hand, and a wristwatch. Makeup and perfume should be worn in moderation, so we appear conservative to our guests. Hair must be clean, combed, and in a suitable daytime style, 1 inch above the collar. Your waitress uniform, which is provided by Jerry's, should be clean, pressed, all seams intact, with no tears or dark stains. Your hem should be from 1 inch above to 1 inch below the knee. Your name badge should be worn on the uniform 3 to 4 inches down from the shoulder. Your promotional badge should be worn directly across from the name badge on your right shoulder. If you have been awarded a service pin from Jerry's, it should be worn on the left lapel. You must wear clean, natural-colored hose with no seams or dark heels. Make sure your hose are free of runs. Your shoes must be white, with a low heel and skid-resistant soles. Take special care in keeping them clean and nicely polished. The waiter will be provided with a shirt and apron, which should always be clean and wrinkle-free. The waiter must supply brown or tan pants and shoes. Your serving tray is part of your uniform. You should never cross the floor without it. When it is not being used, it should be held down under the arm by the fingers with the top side out. Another part of your uniform is the guest checkbook. Always make sure you have it with you. Remember, Jerry's waiters and waitresses are professionals. To be successful, it is critical you maintain a positive attitude about your work. Greet every guest with a smile, and be willing to take that extra step to ensure their complete satisfaction. Correct service procedures are essential, and it all begins at the door. Always greet guests promptly and with a smile.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Jerry's. 3 in your party?
Yes.
Smoking or non-smoking?
Smoking, please.
This way, please.
Upon reaching the table, step aside and let the guests be seated. After they're seated, present the menu and tell the guests their server will be right with them. In this situation, a waitress will be serving the table. Upon arrival, she will welcome the guests and serve them water.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Jerry's. My name is Val, and I'll be serving you today.
At this point, while the guests look over the menu, you should ask if they would like a beverage. Take their beverage order and prepare it. When serving any beverage, be sure to grasp it from the bottom. If your guests order coffee, be sure not to carry the thermal pot on your tray. This will avoid serious accidents. Beverages should always be served from the right of the guest. After beverages are served, ask the guests if they are ready to order. When taking the order, we expect you to use suggestive selling techniques. Suggestive selling is simply a way to increase sales by suggesting menu items not ordered that may complement their meal.
I'd like your J-Boy sandwich.
Would you like the plate, sir? That includes French fries and coleslaw.
Not today.
How about a nice fresh salad?
That sounds good with French dressing, please.
All righty then. Now let me be sure I have this correct. That's a J-Boy sandwich, a salad with French dressing, a julienne with French...
Always remember to repeat the order and pick up the menus before leaving the table. The next step would be to total the ticket and add applicable taxes. If your guests ordered soup or salad, be sure to prepare them before turning in the ticket to the kitchen. Upon serving soup and salad, as well as all foods, remember to serve them to the left. If a guest orders both soup and salad, always serve the soup first. While guests are waiting for their meal, their water glasses should always be kept filled. Before bringing your guests their order, remove all unnecessary dishes from the guest's right. When your order is ready, a bell will sound, and your number will light up on the call system. Before taking the order to your guests, be sure the order is complete. As you're serving your guests, remember that all food is served to the left. Be certain all condiments, such as ketchup or steak sauce, are available to your guests. Before leaving the table, check to see if the food is to your guests' satisfaction, then place the guest check face down on the table. Periodically, check back with your guests to see if they need anything further. Once your guests have completed their meal, remove all unnecessary dishes and again remember to pre-bus the table from the right of the guest. Upon return to the table, present the dessert tray to your guests while holding the tray at table level. Take their order, then take the guest check from the table. Retotal the guest check, adding the dessert and applicable tax. Prepare the dessert, then serve using clean utensils and napkins. Before leaving the table, ask if anything else is needed and return the guest check. At this point, don't forget about your guests. Make one final check. At the register, eye contact is important, as well as making sure the guests enjoyed their meal. Take the guest check, tell him what the total comes to, ring the ticket, state the amount that he gave you, and lay the bill on the flat space above the cash drawer while making change. Count the change back to him. Thank him for dining at Jerry's and invite him back. The table is now ready to be bussed and reset. Separate all dishes, glasses, and utensils and put them in their proper pans. Wipe the table and reset, remembering to place silverware on the left of the placemat. Once the table is reset, you have successfully completed the Jerry's guest service cycle.
Now you know what is expected of you as a Jerry's server. Your service trainers will work closely with you to help you master the correct service procedures. Once you learn these procedures, you'll find your job becoming easier, more rewarding, and something you can be very proud of.